This video is part of my Best Places to Retire series where I'm researching each state for the cities with the best cost of living, lowest crime rate, and best access to health care. I'm also making sure they have amenities like senior care centers and my personal favorite, movie theaters. Today I'll be sharing my top 5 picks for California. But first, a few of the basics. California was admitted to the Union on September the 9th, 1850, and is the 31st U.S. state. During my research, I was happy to find that California sits toward the top of a few ranking lists in some important categories. California ranks 12th in healthcare, 16th in crime, and 15th in internet coverage, speed, and availability. Like everywhere else, there are pros and cons to living in California. One of the main cons to me is the natural hazards California faces. The most common natural hazards are earthquakes and wildfires, closely followed by floods and mudslides. I wouldn't normally bring up unemployment rates since my videos are geared to people considering retirement or those with remote jobs who can live anywhere they find attractive. However, California has an unemployment rate of 8.2%. The U.S. average is 6%. I only mention this because it ties directly into California's astounding homeless population. A full 30% of the homeless population throughout the entire U.S. reside in California. I've been alive a long time and not much shocks me anymore, but those statistics are truly heartbreaking. There are many factors that play into homelessness, with drug addiction and mental health issues playing a big part. However, something is going on in California that clearly needs attention. This is heartbreaking. There's a very large number of people in this state who are suffering. On to a happier note. I did find California to be somewhat senior friendly. California does not tax Social Security income from the United States, including survivors' benefits and disability benefits. However, Social Security income may be partially taxable under federal law. There are also expanded property tax benefits for seniors in California. So here's the thing. There are no cities in California with a cost of living lower than the national average. I was, however, happy to find nice cities with low crime rates and a cost of living much lower than California's average. Just to give you a comparison, LA's median listing home price is $1.1 million, which is trending up 15.7% year over year. My top 5 picks have a median home price which is almost half that amount. And on to this baby boomer's top 5 picks. Top pick number 5, Vacaville, California. Vacaville has a population of 103,000 residents. It's located in the North Bay area, 34 miles southwest of Sacramento. The cost of living is 33.5% higher than the national average, and the violent crime rate comes in at 7.2% lower, and the property crime rate is 1% lower. It has one hospital, one trauma and medical center, and plenty of medical offices. It does have senior centers. It has one movie theater in Vacaville, but there's another movie theater in Fairfield, California, 8 miles away. If you enjoy farmers markets, you would probably enjoy Vacaville's vintage market that takes place every third Saturday of the month. It's described as having something for everyone and boasts antique shops and flea and street markets. The outdoor type would probably enjoy the Alamo Creek Bike Trail, which is a gorgeous trail and is very popular among cyclists, joggers, runners, and people who enjoy walking their dogs. Bargain hunters would enjoy Vacaville's premium outlet mall with stores like Kenneth Cole, Nike, and Coach. Plus, Vacaville has all the typical activities like museums, bowling alleys, and golf courses. For top pick number 4, we're moving south to Fontana, California, which is 13 miles west of San Bernardino. It has a population of 210,761. The cost of living is 25.8% higher. The property crime rate is 38% lower, with the violent crime rate being 21% lower. There is one hospital in Fontana, but there is another 4 within a 4-mile radius. There are senior centers, and there are 2 movie theaters within a 5-mile radius. Just to give you a little perspective on home prices, a 1,500 square foot home in Los Angeles would cost you around $913,000. The same home in Fontana would be around $460,000. For things to do, there is the top-rated Center Stage Dinner Theater, Auto Club Speedway, Fontana Lewis Library and Technology Center, and I was interested to find that one of Al Capone's houses is in Fontana. Top pick number 3, Redlands, California. Population 73,288. Redlands sits 11 miles southeast of San Bernardino. The cost of living is 22.6% higher than the national average. The violent crime rate is 6.6% lower, while the property crime rate is 22.5% higher. There is one hospital in Redlands, but since this is part of a bigger metro area, there are several hospitals within a few miles. There are senior centers, and there are 5 movie theaters within a 5-mile radius. Housing is slightly more expensive in Redlands than in my other top picks. A nice 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,600 square foot home runs about $599,000. A nice bonus of living in Redlands would be the Aero Mass Transit commuter rail that goes from Redlands to San Bernardino. The Kimberly Crest House and Gardens is a historical landmark and sits on over 6 acres. It features a Victorian chateau and Renaissance gardens. The interior of the house serves as a museum, while the gardens are utilized for public and private events. Redlands Bowl is an open-air theater that offers free concerts and other performances all summer long. There are also several craft breweries in town. Top pick number 2, Clovis, California. Population 122,989. Clovis is located in Central California and is part of the Greater Fresno metro area. The cost of living is 14% higher than the national average. The violent crime rate is 11% lower, while the property crime rate is 8% higher. There is one community medical center in Clovis, but there are another 7 within 10 miles. Clovis does have senior centers, and they have 3 movie theaters. The median home cost in Clovis is $492,000 in comparison to LA's almost $913,000. Food is only 2% higher than the national average, and healthcare is actually 7% lower than the national average. Since its incorporation in 1912, Clovis has been considered the gateway to the Sierras. Clovis has a beautiful botanical garden and a historic and quaint old town which has antique stores, boutique gift shops, and day spas. Old Town is home to arts and crafts fairs and farmers markets in the summer. Clovis is also just minutes from the Sierra National Forest, which is great for a scenic drive or a day of hiking. And before I move on to top pick number 1, I'm going to take this opportunity to ask you to subscribe, like, and comment. Sharing your opinion helps me provide the type of information you find most helpful, and it makes the YouTube algorithm happy, which helps my channel grow. And on to top pick number 1, Chico, California. Population 102,338. The cost of living is 14.5% higher than the national average, while the crime rate is 3.3% lower, and the property crime rate is 16.1% higher. There is one hospital in Chico, but there are 2 others within 25 miles. There are senior centers in Chico, and there's also 4 movie theaters. The median home value in Chico is $440,000, but I did see a few homes on Zillow that looked nice for around $400,000. Sun worshippers will love the hot and dry summers and pleasant mild winters due to the fact that outdoor activities can be enjoyed throughout the year, including Chico's massive and highly rated farmers market. Chico is home to Bidwell Mansion Historic Park, which is the former home of local pioneers John and Annie Bidwell. It has woodland trails, a golf course, and an observatory. For those with grandchildren, nearby is the child-oriented Gateway Science Museum, which offers hands-on exhibits and an Ice Age skeleton display. And that's it for this video. Peace, positivity, kindness.